everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Amanda Ostrander. I am a teacher-turned-homeschool mom, and this is Raising A to Z, a place where we talk about all things homeschooling. And today I'm going to talk about what I'm doing to homeschool over the holidays. So I get a lot of questions about what people are doing in December. I feel like a lot of people go either one of two ways. They either like really hunker down and do a lot in December, or they do nothing. And we've kind of been more on the latter side of that. We, for the past several years, have done no homeschooling during December. I just found it was just like way too busy. The kids were so young that they just found it overwhelming to do school on top of everything that was going on. So historically for us in the past, we haven't done any homeschooling in the month of December. We tried to wrap everything up. This year, I think we're going to do something a little bit different. I have a different plan for our holiday homeschooling this year. So I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. So you might want to grab a cup of coffee and sit down and figure out what you're doing for this year as well. Having gone over and watched what we've been doing this year, I've noticed that my kids do thrive off of having a routine. And as they're getting older, they do need more to fill their day in a sense. Like don't get me wrong, they're definitely great to have like free time and go and do whatever they want to do. That's not my concern. But I do want to make sure that I'm giving them enough structure as well, because when I find when they have too little structure, they bicker a lot or they go off the rails a little bit, and then it's very hard to kind of rein them back in. So I'm trying to find a balance between, taking a break over December and doing more festive, fun things because it is Christmas season. We're a big Christmas loving family. So I wanted to definitely make sure that I give enough space and energy to Christmas and to all the festivities and special things that happen only once a year, while also giving them the structure that they need. So I think basically I've come to an idea of what we're going to do, and I know it's going to work out well. So what we're going to do is I'm basically going to run December similar to how I run our summers, because it's the same problem I have over the summers with the kids. So we're going to definitely continue doing some lessons, just keeping it really light, if that makes sense. So in terms of workbooks, here's how we're going to do it. If we are home in the morning and we don't have anything else planned for the morning, we're going to do workbooks. And maybe not go as hard as I normally would go during the rest of the year, but definitely kind of doing some language, some grammar, a little bit of math, and then focusing on their other things. So Lexi basically she does Duolingo and piano. Zoe does her speech therapy practice and piano on top of math and language, and kind of just like focusing on getting those done on a regular basis. And if we have to skip a day or two because we're off doing festive things, then so be it. So I'm not expecting to get through as much as we normally do, but I'm still going to try to get through a little bit, not so much for the getting through the workbook kind of aspect of it or trying to complete stuff, more so for the structure of it. Because I feel like that's something that sometimes gets lost for us. And then my kids just need that extra structure of okay, this is what we do our morning basket, then we do our workbooks, then we do this. They need that structure. And so I think will give them that structure. But because it is December and it is the holidays, it's still going to look different for us. So while I am hoping especially to focus on math, because I find we do a lot of reading over the holidays. That's not my concern. I do want to make sure that we are doing for sure math, and then, the other things that my kids need to practice, the piano, and then Alexi does her Duolingo, Zoe does her speech therapy. In terms of other things, because there's other things that happen over the month of December that I want to focus on. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the plan outside of the workbook time. First off, we're going to read. We read a lot in December, a lot. I historically have done 24 books under the Christmas tree. I don't know if I'll do 24, if I'll just do morning basket books, but they love the 24 books under the tree. So we'll see. But I usually wrap them up and put them under the Christmas tree, or the dining room Christmas tree. And they think it's a hoot to go and pick one out, and we unwrap it and read it, and that's our morning reading. So we'll probably still do something like that. I don't know if it'll be 24 or if we'll do kind of just the days Monday through Friday kind of thing. But that's on the docket. We definitely do lots of reading. I would also like to do some a Christmas chapter book. I have that. That is the plan. If you're looking for great Christmas books, I have a whole video on it. I'll put a link over here for you. But that's the plan. We do lots of reading over the month of December. Arguably, we probably read more than any other month because the kids are just like so gung-ho to read all the Christmas books. But we do a lot of reading. The second thing we do every year is we do an activity advent calendar. So this kind of started because Lexi had really bad food-triggered eczema for many, many years. Getting her like a chocolate advent calendar was not an option. And we didn't want to get toys because I'm up to here with toys. So what I did instead was make an activity advent calendar where every day they could open up like a bag or a tin or something. And it had like an activity for the day. And so sometimes it was something like really simple, like we're going to color a holiday picture. Or I know one year I was like really tired and I was like, today's activity is going to be hang the Christmas wreaths. And literally we just took the wreaths out of the bag, hung them on the door, and our Christmas activity was done. But sometimes we make things that might be a little bit longer. It might be like a craft. Like we might do our annual Christmas ornaments, or we might bake cookies, writing letters to Santa and mailing Christmas cards. That's another activity we've done. And then sometimes it's a bigger activity. I know for us, a big activity is like a gingerbread house day. Like might be over to my dad's. I say my dad's because my dad's the one who loves doing gingerbread house. And we go over and we do like a gingerbread house decorating day with the whole family. Sometimes one of our absolute favorite advent calendar activities is a picnic under the Christmas tree. We have dinner on a blanket sitting on the floor next to the Christmas tree while watching Polar Express. It's literally like cheese and crackers on the floor. They absolutely love it. So we will 100% be doing that again. And then sometimes the activities are a little bit more, I don't want to say complex, but they're like things that we'd want to do anyway, but that are like going out things. So like it might be like go to a Christmas party. I'll just schedule that for a day when I already know we have a Christmas party. Go to a Christmas concert. It's a great thing to schedule when your kids are performing in a Christmas concert. Things like that. So I will like schedule bigger activities that are kind of like surrounded by smaller activities, but I'll schedule them on like to coincide with like the days that we're actually doing those things. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going out of my way to add activities, but like we're going to do all the things. Like when there's the free go take your picture with Santa day at the mall, we're going to go, and that's going to be the activity of the day, is to like drive to the mall and get your free picture with Santa. Those kinds of things. So that's what we do. We do the activity advent calendar. My kids love it. They absolutely love it. So we'll probably do something like that again. Yeah, they'll have fun with that. This year, we're doing something different. We're doing a holiday unit study. Now, some people I know they love to do like a Christmas themed unit study. And if that's your jam, you do that. Normally, we don't do a unit study because I just find there's so much going on. However, this year, Zoe specifically wanted to learn about the history of holidays. So we'll probably do like a little bit of that unit study because it's kind of a year-long unit study that we're kind of doing. We'll probably do a few aspects of that throughout the month of just like the history of things because my kids are really interested in that this year. So normally I don't do a unit study just because like I said, I find it too busy, but I do know a lot of people who do like a nativity unit study or like Christmas around the world unit study or a Christmas carols unit study. Like there's lots of unit studies you can find out there. But that's what we're doing. We're doing the history of holidays this year. And so we're going to probably sprinkle a little bit of the history of Christmas in there and like the history behind some of our favorite traditions and stuff like that. So that's on my docket for this year, which is not something I normally would do, but given the year that we're having and their interest in it, that's what we're going to do. Number 4, kind of going back to our Advent activity calendar, but we are going to do the things. We're going to see what's happening in our homeschooling community and our community in general and our family and do whatever activities and events are scheduled for the month of December. And I think it's okay to take some time off of doing schoolwork to focus on those activities and on that socialization and on those kind of like community building and connection building activities. And so like, I know that we have a bowling party that is on a day that we normally don't do school. Like we normally don't go anywhere on Mondays. Mondays is our home day, but I know we have a bowling party with our homeschool community. So that's the day we're going to take the day and go and do the Christmas bowling party. We're going to go to my parents and do the gingerbread house party. We're going to go to the Christmas concerts and the Santa time, story time, and like all of the things. We're going to do whatever we can do in our community that is going to help connect us with our community and with our friends and our family. We're going to do all the activities, and those take time. And that means we might not focus on school that day, and that's okay, because we're focusing on connection and socialization instead. We're also going to take some time throughout the month to do the festive things that need to be done for Christmas. So I'm talking about setting up the Christmas tree. I'm talking about wrapping the Christmas presents. I'm talking about hanging the wreath and addressing Christmas cards and mailing the Christmas cards and doing all the things that also happen during the month of December that just need to get done. It's kind of nice to teach kids how to do those things. It's like life skills, right? So I go through and I teach my kids how we decorate a Christmas tree, right? Like, how do you hang the lights on the Christmas tree? Are you going to put the giant Christmas ornaments at the top? No, that would look silly. So you put them down a little bit lower, like just things like that. And so we're going to take time and like focus on doing those things that need to be done and giving ourselves time and energy to do those. But I'm also going to have it kind of be teaching moments for my kids of like, how do we do these things? How do we dress envelopes when we're mailing out Christmas cards? How do we decorate the tree? How do we wrap presents properly so that they don't look like you just rolled them in paper and glued them together? Those are things that we do over the Christmas season, because it's a perfect time to do that, because they have multiple presents that they have to wrap. It's not like a one and done thing. So it's a great time to kind of like focus and learn those skills. So we'll do the festive things and learn like some life skills all at the same time. Number 6, we're going to do some festive tea times. We do tea time on a regular basis. I think it is a great literacy activity. But during the month of December, we swap things out a little bit and we do things a little bit differently. So normally we have like a poetry anthology that we work through and we're reading different poems out of it. And we drink like iced tea, because my kids don't like hot tea. So we drink iced tea and we have whatever kind of cookies we've made. In December, we do things a little bit different. We switch out the teacups for Christmas mugs. We switch out the tea for hot cocoa. The cookies all become like Christmas cookies and are like our favorite Christmas cookies. And instead of doing poetry books and like our poetry anthology, I switch over to books that are Christmas carols. So sometimes you can find like an illustrated version of like Jingle Bells or Silent Night or like something like that. And so we just read Christmas carols, which are songs, which are basically poetry. And so we read poetry songbooks instead over the month of December. It's great. My kids love it. And it just makes our December tea time a little bit different and a little bit more special and a little bit warm and cozy, because we drink hot chocolate. Otherwise, my kids don't drink hot drinks. So yeah, we just like hunker down and read Christmas books and have hot chocolate instead. It's fun. I love it. It's actually one of my favorite things that we do every week. So definitely recommend festive tea times. Number 7, again, we do a lot of reading over the month of December. We're going to read a big book. I haven't decided yet. I have a couple. I'm going back and forth between what we're going to do, but I love a good Christmas book. We have Winston. We have a brand new one. We have How Winston Delivered Christmas. That might become like a nighttime book for us. I'd also love to reread The Best Christmas Pageant Ever with my kids. I think they would just absolutely love that. So we'll see if I do 2 or if I just do the How Winston Came Home for Christmas is the new one that I have. So yeah, we'll definitely read a big book. I'm very excited because we read the other Winston book last year, How Winston Delivered Christmas, and my kids loved it. So now that there's a sequel, they're super excited to do it. So we'll definitely read that one. I might throw in the other one for fun because I just love it. It makes me happy. We're definitely going to read a big book. It's a great way to end our night, make it nice and easy, kind of have something simple to read before we go to bed. And like I said, we do a lot of reading. And lastly, the last thing that we do a lot of over December, we watch a lot of Christmas movies. Like, we have Christmas movie nights often. Why? Because it is just so much fun. And there's so many Christmas movies. You got to basically spend all month watching Christmas movies because otherwise you'll never get through all of them. Top favorites obviously are Elf. Arthur Christmas is really, really good. We do Muppets Christmas Carol every year. They love it. yeah, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch all the Christmas movies and enjoy it and eat popcorn and just have lots of Christmas movie nights, cuddle up in cozy warm PJs. Yes, I have PJs. I have Christmas PJs. I have Christmas onesie that I wear for holiday movie nights. So that will definitely come out. And we're just going to enjoy the Christmas season. So that's my plan for December. That's how we're going to homeschool over the holidays. We're going to do a little bit of schoolwork when we happen to be home. If we're not home because we're doing something else, so be it. We're going to focus on doing all the festive things, having kind of a magical but also simple Christmas, and just enjoying all of the things that are kind of traditions for us and doing those traditions again and again every year. We're going to spend lots of time with friends. We're going to spend lots of time with family. We're going to get some gifts, give some gifts, send some cards, and just have a great holiday season. That's what we're going to do for December. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions of what, or want to share what you guys do over the holidays, please let me know. I'm always looking for ideas. If you want to see the plan in action, make sure that you are following me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, where you can see what we do every single day. Activities, books, events, all the good things that happen in homeschooling. Definitely follow along there. And if you guys want even more in-depth like videos, special videos, early releases, all those kinds of things, you'll definitely want to become a YouTube member as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.